just so you know, we don't just talk movies on this show. We are educated motherfuckers. Once in a while, we talk about a novel, a book, a tome, if you will. And this time I read Jaws by Peter Benchley. Look at that shit. Look, this bitch here's a swimming, but oh, she doesn't know. Dun 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 dun. Jaws by Peter Benchley. When did this come out? 70 something. It became a hit movie, and Tom, like let me read to you some of the things people say here. Newsday says from the opening chapter, when a young woman, after making love on the beach, plunges into the cleansing surf and meets the 20-foot shark, the reader is hooked. Damn.
Like a fish.
Yeah. The Christian Science Monitor says it's taut and exciting. Peter Benchley has scored a palpable hit with his first novel, a fine thriller. We got more shit from Book World, the Philadelphia Inquirer, and the New York Times, which says it has a powerful climax. His story grabs you all at once. Read Jaws. By all means, read it. Shit. Okay, so Tom,
What's up, dog?
you've watched this movie, haven't you? Jaws movie?
You know, I'm sure I've seen it in its entirety. Uh, I think I've seen it more in pop culture clips here and there. If I did see it in its entirety, it was many, many, many years ago. I'm not the biggest fan. Make mine part 3. That's what I say.
Okay. Uh I think Jaws the movie is fucking great. It is exciting. The characters are great. There's great acting in it. It sets up some cool shit. Where I don't even like John Williams, but that's the perfect score for this movie, and it's very iconic now. Uh,
How does it go?
blum 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 blum, something like that. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, and it created Tom, for better or for worse, the summer blockbuster. Because this movie made so much money, and it was one that I remember as a kid. It's like held over was the thing they called it back then. It's like, hey, we're supposed to have this movie for 2 weeks. No, but it's held over because people still want to come and watch it. It was held over for weeks and weeks and weeks. But the genesis of this film was the novel by Peter Benchley. So this shit starts out great. This shark attack with this chick in the beginning, it's fucking brutal. It is described like really well. And then I think in this book, throughout the book, the shark kills more people than it does in the movie. And all the shark attacks are great. But they're spaced out by a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit with the sheriff, Chief Brody, dealing with the city council and the mayor, like, hey, we need to close the beach. No, no, we can't because, here's the fucking, deal. Like, this is a beach community. It's going to kill us if we do this. And, like, then we're going to, like, switch over to a sandwich shop and see, like, how this would affect oh shit, we're not going to sell enough pastrami, and what are we going to do with all of this pastrami if people that come in here? And then the mayor, he's got ties to the mob, because he's also selling real estate. some bullshit like that. Then his wife, there's a guy that comes in, he's an oceanographer, played by Richard Dreyfuss in the movie, but in the book, like he's a handsome dude, and the sheriff's wife, like, oh yeah, like we grew up in the same place and blah blah blah, and then she fucks this guy, so there's that, and then there's Quint, the guy that's chasing after, they finally call in the last third of the book, like, hey, you gotta hunt this shark down. It's like those moments when they're hunting the shark down, that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of I guess factoids about sharks that they intermixed in this, but you read the first chapter and maybe the last third of it, those are the most exciting parts of this book. And they did a better job in the movie because they trimmed all the bullshit, and there's a lot of bullshit in here. And they made the characters likable. In the book, I don't give a fuck about anybody in this. Everybody in here is a piece of shit. Everybody. So it's like, who cares if they're dead? Even the kids in the movie. There's a couple of kids that get killed, eaten by the sharks, and you don't care about them because, like, man, this kid's a pain in the ass. They're, not good, Tom. It's not it's an okay read, but overall, they did a much better job in the movie. I guess a spoiler, Tom. It's like there's a thing in the movie that always bothered me. It's like the Richard Dreyfuss character. He's in the cage and Jaws attacks the cage, and then he's like, "Oh shit! Well, he's dead because like the cage goes like all the way down or whatever." And then after Brody kills the fucking shark, the guy just pops up. Hey, what's going on? I'm okay. And it's like, well, where the fuck were you this whole time, dude? In the book, that dude gets killed. The Jaws eats him, and I like that better. At the end, it's just Brody by himself, trying to swim back to shore. And I like to imagine that he drowned, like he didn't fucking make it because fuck him, ACAB, he's a cop. But yeah, man, this is just, if you've ever thought of reading this, you're a big fan of the movie, don't read this. Get on AI and read a synopsis or something, Oh, I hate AI. I'm not going to do anything with. Yeah, you're already doing shit with AI. You just don't know it. But might as well just fucking read a synopsis. That's okay. It's okay to do that. Yeah, I don't know, Tom. But I got through it. And hey, this is going into the for sale shelf.
Well, let me know when you got the novelization of Shark Attack 3 Megalodon. That one I'll be interested in.
Well, I do have a copy of the Meg here somewhere, because that dude's written like, 7 books on the Meg?
17.
Yeah.
Because he's a juggalo.
He is.
He is.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.